guys, today's video is going to be an empties. I'm hoping to do kind of like snappy monthly empties rather than kind of seasonal larger empties. I know it's going to kind of divide people as to what they prefer, but for me, I remember what the products were like if it's more recent. So I think monthly empties is better, but we'll see how it goes. Sometimes I might not have enough for a video. Also, I want to address, because I've sat down, looked in the viewfinder and gone, I'm wearing this jumper again. I'm obsessed. It's just the most comfortable thing in the world. I got it from Pretty Little Thing and I have never ordered from that website before. I was ordering some things for my daughter who's 14, and one of the things was this jumper, but it came in a pack of 2 and they were exactly the same. So I got 2 extra large because it seemed to be like the thing. Like if you look at the cuffs, they're not absolutely crazy too big. I think it's supposed to be oversized. It's not extra large, it's just large. But I have lived in mine. I absolutely love it. And I think I'm gonna buy some more in different colors. So I wanted to mention it because I swear every time I come to edit a video, I go, oh, I'm wearing the jumper again. Because the days where I'm like hanging around the house, I tend to just wear like slobby clothes. And I put this on and I just kind of forget about it. And then I think there's been 14 videos in a row where you're wearing the grey jumper. You have to wear something else. So I thought I would address it. Pretty little thing. And it was really cheap as well. Anyway, so I'm gonna start with Bath and Body stuff. Number 1, this was a major fail. I have not used this up, obviously, but I'm not going to use it. I really am disappointed with it, and I kept the packaging for this video. This is called the Sanctuary Salt Scrub Bar, and it says, gently buff and smooth your skin with salt, sea salt, loofah, and sweet almond oil. So I was thinking, absolute ideal situation was going to be that this would be a similar thing to their salt scrub, but in a bar. Because I love the salt scrub, as we talked about weirdly in my Friday favorites. I'm doing like favorite videos now where we look back. So 5 years ago I was talking about the salt scrub and I was saying this is still one of my favorite scrubs, but I feel like I don't get all that much out of it because I use it loads when I've got it because I love it. Relatively expensive. Obviously it's in plastic packaging, yada yada. So I'm thinking I'm trying to transition into soaps and use less shower gels, less plastic. This is just awful. It's so dry. It doesn't feel like it's got an oil in it at all. There's nothing in this that feels hydrating. And there's not really, like you can see there's bits in it, but it's not really enough to get a scrub. It's just disappointing. It feels like regular old soap with bits in it, and it was just rubbish. Not impressed at all. I would love to hear from you if you enjoyed it because I can't imagine. Now a few things that I had left over from some gift sets and stuff I used up this month. This was one of them and this was another one, and these were also from the Sanctuary. These were sent to me, I think, but the soap I bought. The body scrub, it's fine. I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase this. It's not really scrubby enough, but I just kind of use it as like a slightly abrasive shower gel. And I like the Sanctuary smell. This I have purchased multiple times myself, so I'm not 100% sure whether this was sent to me or bought it, but either way, I have bought it as well. This is the Wet Skin Moisture Miracle. They do different fragrances of this now. I really like it. Get out of the bath and I will use this, or I will use an oil. And sometimes I use both. So I've got like a baby oil or a body oil by the bath, blah, blah, blah. It's really difficult to say baby oil, body oil. I felt like I was slurring my words then. I like, ideally, to put on the oil first, and then I'll put on something like this, like a very lightweight moisturizer. I think this is one to leave on, right? Yeah, so apply while still soaking wet. Apply the product like you would any other moisturizer. Do not rinse off, and then you towel dry. Now for me, it's kind of counterintuitive to put on a product and then dry myself off. And so what I do is I'll do an oil and that, or I'll just do that, and I kind of just like hang around a little bit for the bathroom, just for a little bit. And I'll put a towel around myself, I'll go in the bedroom, lock the door, hang around for a little bit. Try to let it kind of absorb as much as I can, and then I'll put on like a dressing gown or something, and in a little while I'll put on my pajamas, because I just want to give it the best chance to soak into my skin, and that for me is the easiest way of moisturizing my entire body. I'm pretty good with my legs, terrible at remembering to moisturize my feet because I don't wear socks, number 1. I mean, my feet are particularly dry because I don't wear socks, I think, but whenever I want to put lotion on everywhere, I know I'm about to stand up, so I don't want to put lotion on my feet. I need to find a solution to this. And even at night time, the minute I get into bed, I need to get out of bed and go and have a wee again. I don't know. And so there's never really, it doesn't really feel like there's ever a good time. I think I need to start wearing socks during the day when I'm at home, put on some like Heal Genius or something from Soap and Glory socks, and just take those opportunities, because That is the driest area of my entire body. And I really do make an effort, but it's the one thing that I'm on my hands. Same difference, because I'm always using them. But yeah, everywhere else, that is how I do it. And then I'll like top up my legs and stuff after shaving and things occasionally. But if I'm going to do a full body, that is how I do it. More Bath and Body things. Radox. If you've seen my empties over the past year, you will know I'm obsessed with this. This is the Radox Muscle Silk Bath Therapy. Love, 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 love. Even Lee is now into it. I will use basically an entire box of this per bath. If you have got really bad aches and pains, I have particularly bad like neck. It's this that I do. It's because I'm basically sitting like this all day long. I am creating like what is called the Dowager's Hump and also Technic. And I have an actual, I'll never be able to show you this. No. I have an actual like piece of my spine vertebrae that is out of alignment. It's actually like come out. And basically I'm getting a hump. That is a true story. And from the people that I've been to see about this, they basically said that you can't make it better. I can't fix it. And so I have to do various exercises and just kind of like heat and stuff as and when it flares up. So I was using that because that is amazing. I get out of the bath and it's the only thing that relieves it. And I tried this, but I wasn't impressed. This is the Radox Muscle Therapy. I got the men's one because it smelled nicer. Didn't really do anything. I was kind of thinking that might be better in terms of being able to get more out of it, but I think cost per use, rather, I was going to say cost per wear, cost per use, the way I do it, and the fact that it's in a cardboard, more easily recyclable packaging, I think I'm just going to keep getting the boxes. Right, now I have some hair things. Oops. This was sent to me. This is the Thirsty Hair for Instant Weightless Moisture from Stafford. I wasn't a massive fan of this. I like the idea of it being weightless, but I've said before, my hair is in pretty good condition. It doesn't really need a lot of hydration. It doesn't really need a lot of anything on it. And so when I tend to use stuff like this, it's just too much. It's too heavy. It's just not ideal. So I didn't really enjoy that. I liked the smell. That was it. After saying that, I used the last of this up. After I had my hair coloured, I did a video. It might have been last week. I just lose myself. And I had a little bit more blonde put in basically the under sections. So the top is still almost all my colour. The underneath bits, she's put a bit more blonde in just to kind of lighten it up and lift it a little bit. And I used the very, very last dregs of this. It's like a pre-shampoo oil. Put it all in my hair, left it for a couple of hours, and then I shampooed it as normal. It's not something that I use all the time, some kind of treatment or even conditioner at all. But I thought since I just had that done, I'll use this, and it's fine, it's nice. If you like an oil in your hair, it's okay. To me, it's no different than any other oil. I wouldn't pay a premium for that product. I've had that for years, and I think it might have even come from my last house, and we've been here for 3 years, and I've only just used it up. It wasn't an exciting product. Something I do quite like is the Everything Mask from Joshwood Colour. This was sent to me as well. This is, what does it say? Multi-mask, ultimate insurance policy for your hair colour. So it's supposed to help, in the same way as their other products, prolong your like salon treatments. But this is just basically like a hair mask, and it helps my hair look and feel a little bit more manageable and shiny when it's got a little bit raggedy. Like right now, I blow dried my hair a few days ago, and it's kind of like just got its natural texture after having been like rough blow dried and combed through. Now, if I leave my hair completely to dry naturally, it's got a lot more texture, it's much more tangly, and when I then come to wash my hair, it's very, very knotty. This is my only problem with leaving it like that, is I think it kind of does promote breakage. So I have the balance of not wanting to style my hair too often because I don't want to break it off, and I don't want to damage it with like heat and brushing it all the time, and not brushing it, which eventually will lead to breakage because my hair is so tangly, because it's fine, but there's a lot of it, and so it just tangles up really easily. So when I have let my hair be natural like that, that's when I tend to use a conditioner or a treatment or something like that, Everything Mask. That's when I feel like I need something to help get it all out. And then when my hair is like, what's the word I'm looking for? Towel dried, I can easier comb through it. But the rest of the time I kind of just don't bother. If I've left my hair relatively straight, or I've blow dried it and it's still straight but just needs washing, it's pretty easy to kind of get a comb through and be fine. The last thing is something that I didn't really get along with. This is the Bumble and Bumble Surf Spray for sexy, beachy, windswept styles. I've never really understood these kind of products. Same thing that we just talked about now. Nuts. If you use these, tell me. Does it not drive you insane? Anything like this, I think that was sent to me like a million years ago. Also, it's got like salt buildup on the nozzle. I would spray it in my hair, and immediately my hair was like, oh no. It just felt like your hands would get stuck in it, and it was just like matte and gross. Not for me. Not for me. And I don't really, I understand the look of it, but I don't really understand why people enjoy it, because it was just so uncomfortable for me to put it in my hair. So we've been using it on Milo's hair, because I've had that again for years and years, and I was like, oh, try this. I find it really difficult to do boys' hair, because obviously not used to boys' hair. And Milo's got 2 car flicks, exactly the same as Lee. Lee's managed to get a style now, and it's going to be the same hairstyle he has forever, because it's the only one that kind of works with like how his car flicks are. They've got like 2 crowns or something crazy. It like spirals out from 2 places in the back of their head, and then here it goes like this, like little antenna. And Milo has exactly the same thing. So if you leave his hair to do nothing, or to do what it wants to do naturally, it's crazy, which I quite like. Milo doesn't really care. But you know, school picture day, that kind of thing. Or if Milo wants me to do his hair, much easier if something's in a spray, then I can kind of mess it up, do it a little bit rough. And that's why we were using it. And now it's gone. And now what I think I might do is put like a gel, like a watered down gel or something in a spray bottle, just to make it easier. I don't know. But that's it. They are my empties. People, last time I did empties, were like, they mentioned specifically that was quite negative. And I never really think about it, because it's literally just pulling out a product and remembering, do I like this, do I not like this, what was good, what was bad. And sometimes empties are negative, because sometimes stuff is not that great. And even if it's fine, it's not exciting. And I think because we're so used to people being over the top excited about everything, over the top, wow, this was amazing, I love this is my new favorite this, blah, 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 which I'm totally guilty of with certain products. Like, I get much more excited about certain things than others, like skincare, or like occasional hair products, that kind of thing. But because we're so used to that, I think it's a bit of a contrast. Like when someone isn't that bothered about something, like, so this, for example, there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with this scrub. It's a body scrub. I've used better. I've used worse. It's fine. It's not exciting. It's not something I would recommend, because it has to be great for me to recommend it. There are so many things in the world for you to try. If I say, oh, this was really, really great, you should try this, and then you try it, you're like, it's fine. If I tell you something's great, I want you to buy it knowing there's something different about this. This is worth trying over something else. And often that's not true. So I think when it comes to empties, it just is kind of, you've used the whole thing up and you're like, meh. It has to be really, really great. It has to really have a standout feature for me to like go crazy for it once I've used the whole thing up. It's much easier to be excited about something when it's new, when you're hauling it, you're excited about what it promises, or when you've just started using it and it's, oh, no. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not necessarily that I'm like feeling super negative about these products. It's just oftentimes it just isn't all that. It's like, yeah, it's fine, but it's not great. You know? As always, leave your own little mini reviews of any of these products below. Let us know what you thought. If you've got any specific thing that you want to talk about in the future, like you want me to review specific categories, anything you have been really enjoying and you would like me to try and talk about it, let me know. I'm trying to think what the next video is. Oh, I have a sponsored video coming up on Friday. I would so appreciate those of you that have stuck with me all the way to the end of this video might be those people who would watch that video. It's actually going to be very informative if you are interested in how I pack online and like organise all of my wardrobe, like a capsule wardrobe but travelling, or you could do it for your own regular wardrobe. It's definitely useful when it comes to like not over shopping and not overpacking. So if you're interested in that, please watch the video on Friday. There will be some sponsored segments, but you know, girls got to do what a girl's got to do, and I appreciate your support in advance. Anyway, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.